Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jill. Today we're going to talk all about winter clothing and kind of my tips on how to look the best you can with winter clothing, just because this is something that I get a ton of questions on, especially living in Canada where there are parts of the country that are super cold and you really need to be able to dress warmly. I always like to try and find the most stylish ways to do it, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So the first thing that I want to talk about is actually not trying too hard. Don't try and wear a ball gown and a huge winter coat and make them go together. They're just not going to work. In the winter, I generally tend to dress down a little bit more unless I have an event or something a lot more formal, which is not happening this winter. So don't try and overdo it. I would say, realize that for the most part, you want to stay warm and dry, and a lot of the times the best pieces for those are a little bit more casual. So I would just say embrace it. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about layering. Okay, so for the first tip, I want to talk all about layering. And layering is not all created equal. For example, when I was in Amsterdam last year, not last year, this year. When I was in Amsterdam in February of this year, it was chillier than I thought, and true story, I actually ran into a Uniqlo to get a pair of the super thin leggings that they have, the Heat Tech leggings, because I wanted to wear them under my jeans and I didn't have a big down coat, so I also got one of these Heat Tech undershirts. It's basically a thermal base layer, and it just does so much more than, for example, a pair of cotton leggings. But that's basically what I do. From somebody who is in from the West Coast to Toronto, I layer a lot. So I've got the Heat Tech tights on right now, and I like these because they're really warm, but they're super thin, and I don't like to put jeans on over top and have them feel super bulky. Okay, so I'm gonna layer this fleece turtleneck, and I love this color so much. I've been wearing this a lot with jeans and a puffer jacket whenever I'm going out, which is not very often. And then I'm gonna put on a pair of jeans. Okay, so I'm gonna put on these jeans. These are skinny jeans, also from Uniqlo, and these are actually made with Heat Tech as well. So they're extra warm, and they're basically a perfect second or base layer for your outfit, because you can put boots over top and you can layer big sweaters and coats and stuff. I would definitely size down in these. These are a size 23, and I'm normally a size or 2 up from that. Okay, so then you can put on a big pair of socks if needed. I'm just gonna throw on some boots. So this is part of why I love these jeans, is because they layer really well under boots like this. So you don't necessarily have to go for a heeled boot like this. You could do a flat knee-length riding boot, whatever, but it just all layers so well together, which is the key. I cannot say that enough. Okay, then we're gonna go in with this coat, which is a gorgeous kind of hunter green. I guess it's not hunter green. I love this green color so much. I feel like it pairs really well with the yellow as well. And then I always like to go in with a hat, toque or beanie, wherever you're from, just because I think it's really cute, and it also obviously adds a lot of extra warmth. And we can do some sunnies too. So it has hidden stitching for better heat retention, which is really cool because obviously you still have the down look, but there's actually no stitches there, which is really cool. Okay, I'm really hot in all these layers. Okay, so this is a bit more of a casual look. I've actually put the Heat Tech leggings on over top of the tights. So you can see that they're obviously opaque, but they're super thin. They are really warm, and they're such a great layering piece, whether you want to wear these under jeans or sweatpants, or if you want to wear them over top of the actual tights. And then I've got the fleece long sleeve on as well. I really like this gray color for a more casual look. So I put on the hybrid down coat. This one is down as well, but it's way thinner. A, it's easier to pack if you need to, and B, it's just a little bit less bulky. I really like the navy color, and got a hood too, in case you need that. And this is also water repellent and wind resistant too. And then obviously you need a really, really good pair of winter boots. These are some of the best that I've found. These are Geox, and I just feel like they're really cute, but they're actually waterproof, which is so hard to find without going kind of like super ugly winter boot. Do you know what I mean? I just feel like these are the cutest that I've found. Obviously, winter boots are so important in the winter, like in the real winter. You need ones that are potentially waterproof, ones that are super warm, and you also need good socks. Coming from a West Coast girl. These are actually trousers that are made with heat tech. So these are amazing for work because they're cute and work appropriate, but they're super warm. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys before we go because they're such a good buy. Okay, and then I've mentioned this before, but I would say that the last tip for dressing in the winter is definitely accessorizing. So a lot of people don't have more than like 1 or 2 winter coats, so it can get really monotonous wearing the same thing over and over again, but like having a lot of hats, having some great sunglasses, scarves, shoes, gloves, bags as well. It's just an easy way to like change your look up and make things a little bit more interesting. So I love to wear a toque. Always good to have a bag. I really like one in the winter that goes across my body because then I'm not worrying about it like falling off, especially when you have a big coat. The strap falls off really easily. And then you need sunglasses because the snow gets really bright. And there you go. So those are kind of the tips that I've picked up over the last 4.5 years of living here. If you guys had any more for having a bit more of a stylish winter, let me know in the comments below. The last thing I want to say is that, of course, you would like to look your best, but at the end of the day, you have to be warm. I feel like the older I get, the less I care about like looking really chic, because if you're cold and like wet, it's just so uncomfortable and you will not enjoy yourself. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.